Millennials and Generation Z are on the cusp of two big things. One, either a wealth inheritance transfer from a baby boomer, or as CNN likes to call it, first generation wealth creation. Both types of wealth received are great because, wealth is wealth, but it's what we do with it that makes it count. How we preserve it, how it's transferred, how are we accumulating more, and what are we doing to make it stretch for generations to come. Hi, my name's Leah Boston. I'm a millennial and an estate planning attorney and owner of Law Office of Leah Boston, LLC. I draft wills, trusts, and long-term life care planning documents, and it's my firm's mission to not only educate, but draft documents that create and perpetuate generational wealth. There are a variety of ways for us to build wealth now, and the entrepreneurial mindset is growing amongst our generation. Also, we're in the digital age, and lots of people are turning their social media into a career. The question is, what are we doing with it? Who are we speaking to? Who are the players on our team to assist with this massive amount of wealth that we are going to create or have already inherited? And when I say wealth, that can literally be placed into anything. That can be homes, that can be property, that can be new stock market accounts that you've just acquired or stock market accounts that you've bought, etc., etc. Wealth can mean anything. So that, my friends, is when estate planning comes in. So estate planning is a concept that we think solely belongs to the elderly, but that in fact is a whole separate area of law. It's called elder law. But estate planning is essentially for anyone who's 18 or over, competent to make their own decisions, and has a base level of understanding. So as receivers or innovators of wealth, a priority on your to-do list as a millennial and under should be to speak to an estate planning attorney. Talk strategic conversations like what happens to my estate if I pass with student loans, for example, because some people have zero intentions of paying them off, and my answer to that is, well, it depends. How are your student loans held? Publicly? Privately? Estate planning attorneys can help address these questions, and depending on your situation, they can address how you want your debts to be handled. Another example is the new home buyer. Who will get my house? How will my bills get paid? How will my accounts continue to run and or exchange money if I'm alive but unable to do so? What happens to your YouTube channel and the likeness of your image? These are questions that can be answered and carefully drafted uniquely to you. Also, millennials are the new age parents. It's of my opinion that anyone with a minor child needs to have an estate plan. I actually did a video talking about birthing plans and how birthing plans can fit in with estate plans during Black Maternal Health Week. Be sure to check out that video on my YouTube channel because I believe that you should not be walking around with a minor child and no estate plan in place to secure their financial future, but to also make sure that there are guardianship papers set in place. But to circle back around, if you're a millennial and you have a minor child, there's no reason why you shouldn't have an estate plan in place. We're talking about wealth, but children are technically pockets of wealth as well. So if estate planning is too intimidating to, say for example, to comprehend, just call it prevention planning or preservation planning. The hard work this generation is building is too precious to be lost or left to chaos and confusion. And the biggest amount of wealth amassed should not be the biggest amount of wealth lost due to a lack of an estate plan. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below or a comment in general. Otherwise, contact my office at www.leahbostonlaw.com and I'm happy to help get you started.